Do you agree with Ford Lewis Battle's comment that Calvin's style in De Clementia is Calvin showing off? Is that accurate?
Yes, I think so. Yeah, I
Is he
mentioned that
doing that
somewhere.
here?
I think in the introduction, I do agree with that. That's a kind of an apocryphal statement. So Ford Lewis Battles was the teacher of my teacher, right?
Mm,
This is kind of my such as it is, right? Not it's my intellectual heritage, you might say.
yeah, sure.
So Battles taught my teacher, Dale Cooper, who was the chaplain at Calvin College when I was a student.
Wow.
And so I inherited a lot of stories about Battles and also some of his material. And that's the one from whom I heard that comment. And I think it's quite accurate because
Wow.
a man, in the 16th century is going to be known by his Latin style. That's how you demonstrate your ability. There are no photographs, there are no recordings of being a great orator or something. The record of excellence is confined to your Latin style.
Hmm.
And you really only have one opportunity to make a good impression, right?
Hmm.
So Erasmus, can look at a speech by someone like Melanchthon, and he can tell in 30 seconds, this man has read all of the classical corpus and he knows what he's doing. He can look at someone else, say Sebastian Castellio, and make a determination, yeah, almost instantly after 15, 20 words. And so the pressure to produce good Latin, right, is extraordinarily high. And Calvin, rises to the occasion and then some, I would say.
And it's not just a matter of grammar or style, so to speak, but they will often, well, maybe not often, at times use phrases from classic works. And if you hadn't
Yes,
read or been familiar, it's like how much Shakespeare just enters into our language in
that's
English
right.
discussing. And the same is evident there, that if you're using those phrases, it indicates your education.
Yes, that's a very good
Mm.
analogy, right? And a lot of the Shakespeare references that people use, like every dog has its day or
Hmm.
something like that, oftentimes we don't even know they came from Shakespeare, right?
Exactly.
Similarly, sometimes the phrases that men in the 16th century and a few women were using, sometimes the phrases had become really trite, right? So if you're a man like Calvin, you don't want to just drop the phrase in there.
Right.
You want to make a subtle innovation on it
Right.
so that the reader knows it's from Cicero, but I have made it my own,
It's
right?
a deep cut.
Uh,
Yeah.
what's that?
He's providing deep cuts, the stuff
Deep
off the
cut,
the
right?
stuff off the albums that not everyone
That's
expects.
right,
But
right,
if you're in it and you know it, then you
right,
greatly appreciate the reference rather than just throwing out a
right.
cliche.
That's
Yeah.
right. Everybody knows the amp goes all the way to 11, right?
Right.
Everybody knows that's Spinal Tap, but some other kind of reference from the movie
Right.
constitutes a deep cut.
Precisely. That's exactly right.